Hey y'all, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Brooke, and today I have a full-length karma yoga practice for you. So we're going to get a really great workout in, and we are also going to be exploring the theme of taking action and what that means to you. This can be applied on the yoga mat as well as off the yoga mat. So if you would like to get seated in a cross-legged position, we can get started. Just sitting up nice and tall. You want to have your head above heart, heart above pelvis, stacking up through the spine. And begin deepening the breath. Inhales and exhales. Take a big deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. A couple more times just like that. Big deep breath in. And a nice cooling exhale. Nice, just like that. Big deep breath in. And let something go with this one. Just give it your all. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to start by bringing the left elbow down. You want it right underneath your shoulder, and the palm is going to be spread out wide. Right, and actively anchor through the top of the right thigh. The right sit bones are going to want to come up, so see if you can, with the power of your breath, start to build more length in the side body. All right, big inhale. Place your fingertips right behind your right ear. Inhale. And exhale, reach out towards your left. Big side body stretch as we reach, reach, reach. You can look up. Maybe you keep your gaze down, or maybe it's here. Just breathing deep. You can actually send the gaze right past the tip of your nose, or if you feel comfortable here, go ahead and close your eyes. Just a couple more deep breaths, stretching through the fingertips. Nice. Now on your next exhale, bring it on back to center, head above heart, heart above pelvis. Notice for a minute how it may feel coming back up. Now we're going to go ahead and bring the right elbow down. So this side might feel a little bit different, that's okay. Just breathe deep, keep actively anchoring through that left thigh, and you'll be all set up nice and safe. Spreading the fingertips wide. And on your next inhale, put the left fingertips behind your left ear. Inhale. And exhale, we reach over to the right. Reach, reach, reach. So good for massaging your internal organs, your liver, your kidneys. You're going to feel so good after this. Big inhale. And a nice cooling exhale. Sweet. And on your next exhale, bring it back up to center, head above heart, heart above pelvis. And just notice how you feel after those little side body stretches. So connecting to the theme of our practice, karma yoga means to take action. So what better theme could there be? you can really apply it to anything in life. And when you put your best foot forward and really make the effort to show up, to set up and show up, you reap the rewards back. You benefit from what you put into things. And that goes for pretty much anything I can think of. You know, your plants bloom up when you tend to them. Your body you can gain the flexibility and the strength you're looking for when you take the time to tend to it. Yeah, it can be applied in all realms of life. So take a minute to consider what taking action means to you and how you think it could benefit your life potentially. Right now would be a really good time to set an intention for our practice. It could be anything like, I choose to show up, I choose to do the work, I choose to take action, or anything you want. It can be, I choose to put my best foot forward. I choose for this day to be there all the way for the yoga practice. And so settle on something. Hopefully you've picked one by now. And just repeat it back to yourself quietly, affirming your choice. All right, and if you guys are ready, we can get started here with some spinal flexion, coming up onto all fours. So spreading the palms nice and wide, wrists right underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath your hip points. Nice active tabletop position, pressing into the tops of the feet. Really try and feel your front body rising up to meet your back body, navel drawing in. Great. And take a big inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Cow pose. Next inhale, we round it through, tucking the chin. Cat pose. And a couple more times just like that with your own breath. So inhale, dropping the belly, opening the chest. And exhale, tucking the chin, rounding through. Great. After you've done a few, we're going to go ahead and meet back in our tabletop position. Take a big deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to kick the right leg out. Nice, connecting to your center, hugging to the midline, navel drawing up and in. On our next exhale, maybe we raise the left arm. A bird dog action going on here. So breathing deep, just settling in. And on your next exhale, we're going to bring the right knee all the way in towards the chest. Squeeze and lift. Inhale, send them back out. And a couple more times just like that. Exhale, squeezing right knee up and in towards your chest. Inhale, sending them back out. Last time, squeezing the right knee right up in towards your chest. And inhale, send it out. Good job, guys. Back to tabletop. You can readjust here, get your alignment going. Nice big deep breath in. Nice long exhale out. Awesome. So on your next exhale, inhale, going to go ahead and send the left leg out long. Exhale, right arm counters. Breathing deep. hugging into the midline, so we're actively, we have this active energy in our center. That's what holds us up, helps us find balance and build strength. Right, and on your next exhale, we squeeze and lift the left knee up in towards the chest. Inhale, kick it out 2 more times, just like that, breathing deep. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze and lift. Great, inhale, rolling it out, extending through. And exhale, squeeze and lift. Awesome, you guys, back to tabletop. Bring the knees as wide as your yoga mat, toes to touch. We're going to send the hips back, extended child's pose. And just take a breather here. Breathing deep. You can get a better, deeper stretch into it by coming onto the fingertips if you like. Wherever it is you are today, just enjoy and let the practice serve you. Awesome. Rolling back up. We're going to reset. So plant the palms, bring the knees back in, tuck the toes, and lift the hips up for downward facing dog. You know what to do. Pedal it out, stretching through the fascia of the foot, the calves, the backs of the thighs. Backs nice and long. Breathing deep. All right, and slow, steady stroll up to the top of the mat. We'll meet in forward fold. Once you get on up here, it's very soft micro bend in the knees. And just let the head and neck go. Maybe you can clasp opposite elbow with opposite hand and rock around a little bit. Just find some nice, gentle, easy movement that feels good in your body. Breathing deep. Back's nice and long, letting the head go, letting the neck go. It feels so good. Just let go. Awesome. Okay. Back in our fold. Going to roll up to stand one vertebrae at a time, very slowly. Coming into our big, beautiful mountain pose. Lengthening tailbone down, chest shining forward. Shoulder blades reaching up and around the back body. Inhale, sweeps the fingertips all the way up. And exhale, float them down. Nice inhale. Come to our flat back position, halfway lift. So creating a little figure 7 shape here. We can go hands at the tops of the thighs, maybe hands just above the knees, or maybe we're here. We can go airplane arms. Just make sure you're finding that nice length in the neck nice and long. You want to have one line from your crown to the tail. Breathing deep. And exhale, we flow. Awesome. Plant the palms, step one foot back, then the other, plank pose. And on your next exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Great. Tucking the chin, looping the shoulders, pressing into the tops of the feet. Inhale, we rise Cobra. And exhale, back down. Plant the palms, tuck the toes, and lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Big deep breath in. Long cleansing breath out. Awesome. Okay. Next inhale, we lift the right leg up high, downward dog split. You can stack through the hips a little, send your toes towards the back left corner of your mat. Maybe we're here, whatever feels good for you guys. On your next exhale, we squeeze the knee all the way up, in, and down. Loop the shoulders, we find our low lunge. Awesome. Plant the left palm. Right fingertips reach up and overhead, right towards the sky. Big opening towards the right. Gentle open twist. Take a big deep breath in. And on your exhale, we lower it down, find our low lunge. Now, connecting to your center, hugging everything into the midline. Big inhale, sweeps fingertips up and overhead, and we roll it up, high lunge. Awesome. So you can bend that back knee to really get your center up underneath you, and then straighten it. Big deep breath. Nice long exhale out. Awesome. And on your next exhale, we'll pivot on the back foot and open the arms out wide, warrior two. Right fingertips out ahead, left fingertips reaching back behind you. Breathe in. And on your exhale, left fingertips come down, right fingertips come up, reverse warrior. Rolling through to our warrior two. Now right arm meets the top of the right thigh, left fingertips come up and overhead. Extended side angle. Breathing deep. Next inhale lifts you back up to warrior two. And this time we're going to straighten the front leg. Right toes are going to come in so that they parallel with the left foot. And then both heels are going to come in. So we've got this little wide-legged thing going. So toes are pointing opposite directions. Awesome. Take a big inhale. Put the hands at the waistline. Exhale, bend the knees, dropping our center, coming into a little goddess pose variation. So you can keep your hands at the waistline. We can come into cactus arms. Maybe we take Anjali Mudra at the heart. So whatever's most comfortable for you guys, just breathing deep. We're not going to be here so long. Stirring it up, connecting to our center, kicking up a little bit of heat. On your next exhale, we straighten both legs. Left toes are going to come in, right toes stay pointing out. We open up the arms. Oh, excuse me. Left toes are going to come out, right toes are going to be pointing in. Open the arms wide, bend that front knee, warrior two. Breathe deep. Exhale, left forearm finds the top of the left thigh, right arm comes all the way up and overhead. Extended side angle. Awesome. Inhale pulls us back up. And exhale, right hand comes down, left fingertips up towards the sky. Reverse warrior. Alrighty, rolling back on through to our warrior two. Now, right fingertips are going to come down to come up. As we pivot on the back foot, we find our high lunge. check your alignment, bending that back knee, getting your center up underneath you. Making sure we can see the big toe here, guys. We want front ankle right underneath the front knee. Big breath in. And on our exhale, we float it down, low lunge. Awesome. Plant the right palm, send the left fingertips up and overhead, reaching towards the sky. Great work. Plant the palms back to our low lunge, connecting to our center, and then we step the left leg back, plank pose. And exhale, hips back and up, downward facing dog. Breathing deep. Slow, steady stroll up to the top of the mat now. We meet in forward fold. Inhale, we roll it on up. Our big mountain pose. Take a big deep breath in. Fingertips sweep up and overhead. And Anjali Mudra at the heart. Lengthening tailbone down, fingertips come down to come up. Inhale. And exhale, we float it down. Awesome. Inhale, halfway lift to that flat back position, your version. Neck nice and long. And exhale, we float it down. Plant the palms, step one foot back and then the other. Plank pose. Inhale in. Exhale, belly to Cobra or Chaturanga to up dog. Looping the shoulders, pressing into the tops of those feet. Inhale, we rise, Cobra. And exhale, curling the toes, sending the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Big inhale in. And a nice long exhale out. Awesome. On your next inhale, lift the left leg up high. We can stack the hips again, pointing the left toes to the now front edge of our mats. Breathing deep. And on your next exhale, we step the left leg up, low lunge. Plant the palm, left fingertips reach all the way up and overhead, breathing deep. Awesome work, guys. Plant the palm back to our low lunge. Connecting to our center, we roll it up, high lunge. Breathing deep. Awesome. On our exhale, we pivot on the back foot, opening up, warrior two. Big inhale in. And exhale, right fingertips float down, left fingertips float up. Smile. And inhale, back up, warrior two. Now left forearm meets the top of the left thigh. Right fingertips reach up and overhead. Extended side angle. Breathing deep. Okay. Inhale back up to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Left toes are going to turn in to parallel the right. And both heels are going to come in. So just like we did earlier. Hands come to the waistline. Take a big deep breath in. Smile. And exhale, bend the knees, dropping our center. Breathing deep.
consider how we're taking action right now. Building strength, taking care of our bodies, and also taking care of our minds too. Notice where your mind may have gone. See if we can bring the attention back to the breath here. One more big deep breath in. On your exhale, legs will straighten. Left toes turn in this time, right toes stay pointed out. Inhale. And exhale, spread right fingertips out and ahead of you, left fingertips behind. Bend that front knee. We open up to our warrior two. Big deep breath in. And on your exhale, right forearm meets the top of the right thigh. Left fingertips come up and overhead, extended side angle. Breathing deep. Awesome. Inhale brings you back up to your warrior two. And exhale, left fingertips come down, right fingertips come up, reverse warrior. Gaze straight up ahead. And inhale back to our warrior two. Awesome. Left fingertips are going to come down to come up as we pivot on the back foot and find our high lunge. Big inhale in, expand. And exhale, we float it down, low lunge. Planting the left palm, sending the right fingertips up and overhead, reaching towards the sky. And plant the right palm, step the right foot back, plank pose. And lift the hips, downward facing dog. You can pedal it out here a little bit if that feels good. Take a couple long inhales and some nice deep exhales. Bringing the mind back to the breath, uniting the breath and the body. And slow, steady stroll up to the top of the mat. We meet in forward fold. You can find that micro bend in the knees, find some gentle movement. And slowly roll it up to stand. Fingertips come up and overhead. Inhale. And exhale, we float it down. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Finding length on the neck. And exhale, we float it down. Plant the palm, step one foot back, then the other. Plank to cobra, or belly to cobra, or chaturanga to up dog, you decide. Lowering down to the belly. Tucking the chin, looping the shoulders back, pressing into the tops of those feet. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, tucking the toes, sending the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Awesome work. All right, big inhale. Lifts the right leg up high. Exhale. Foot comes all the way up and in, low lunge. Planting the left palm, right fingertips up towards the sky. Breathing deep. Exhale, we float it down. Connecting to our center. Hugging everything in towards the midline. Inhale, rise it up, high lunge. Breathing deep. Exhale, pivot on that back foot. We open it up, warrior two. And Left fingertips come down as right fingertips reach on up for our reverse warrior. Inhale, back up to warrior two. Exhale, right forearm meets the top of the right thigh. Left fingertips come all the way up and overhead, extended side angle. Breathing deep. Back up to your warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Right toes are going to turn in to parallel your left. And then you turn both heels in. So I'm sure we've got the hang of this by now. Hands come to the waistline. Maybe we start in cactus arms or Anjali Mudra, whichever variation you preferred. Take a big inhale. And on your exhale, bending the knees, dropping our center below us. Stirring up some fire in the belly, some fire in the thighs. You can find some gentle movement here if that feels good for you. Maybe baby pulses, going back and forth one way or the other. Just breathing deep, taking action. On your next exhale, we straighten the legs. Left toes stay pointing out. Right toes are going to come in. Left fingertips go out and ahead. Right fingertips behind. Bend that front knee. Walk that right foot back if you need a little bit. Exhale, we find our warrior two. Alrighty. Left forearm finds the top of the left thigh. Right fingertips go up and overhead. Extended side angle. You want to find that energy running from the pinky all the way down to the back edge of that right foot. Feel that energy working for you. It's taking action, just like we are. And inhale lifts us back up. And exhale, right fingertips come down, left fingertips come up. Reverse warrior. Breathing deep. Awesome work, you guys. Back on up to our warrior two. Inhale and exhale. Right fingertips come down to come up. We find our high lunge. Breathing deep. Get your center up and underneath you. And exhale, float it down. Planting the right palm, left fingertips reach up and overhead. Reach, reach, reach towards the sky. And float the left palm down. Plant the palms, step it back. And then hips up and back, downward facing dog. Taking action. Doing the work, it feels good, huh? All right, slow, steady stroll up to the top of the mat. Finding that micro bend in the knees as we inhale, roll it up to stand. Fingertips lift up and overhead, breathe in. And exhale, float it down. Nice. Next inhale, we halfway lift. And exhale, float it down. Planting the palms, stepping one foot back and then the other. Alrighty, lowering down to the belly. Looping the shoulders, tucking the chin. Inhale, Cobra. And curling the toes, lifting hips up and back, downward facing dog. All right. Big deep breath in. And a long cleansing breath out. Awesome. On your next inhale, lift your left leg up high. Exhale, all the way in and down. Finding your center, planting that right palm, left fingertips come up and overhead. And get back down and connecting to center, roll it up, high lunge. You want to be able to see that big toe in front of you guys. It's really important to be safe here and have the front ankle directly under the front knee. Breathing deep. On your next exhale, pivot on that back foot. We open it up, warrior two. And right fingertips come down, left fingertips come up. Reverse warrior. Float it back through. Left forearm comes to the top of the left thigh. Right fingertips move up and overhead. Breathing deep. Exhale, back up to your warrior two. And exhale, we straighten that front leg. Left toes turn in to meet the right. Heels come in, center. Toes pointing out. Hands come to the waistline. And take a big deep breath in. And exhale, bending the knees, dropping our center. All right, last goddess pose variation for the day. So come into your power in this one. Really feel it. Breathing deep. Maybe you can find that energetic walk, Mula Bandha, by seeing if you can lift the energy up from the pelvic floor. This will make it easier for you to balance and stay in this shape longer. We're doing good, guys. We're doing the work. Awesome. Big deep breath in, and on your exhale, straighten the legs. Alrighty. Left toes come in, right toes stay pointing out. Take a big deep breath in, left fingertips come behind, right fingertips out in front. Bending that front right knee, walking the left foot back if you need it. Warrior two. Smile. And exhale. Right forearm finds the top of the right thigh, left fingertips up and overhead. We reach. In our extended side angle. Rolling back up, warrior two. Left fingertips come down, right fingertips kiss up towards the heavens. Reverse warrior. Inhale, raising it back up. Left fingertips come down to come up as we pivot and find our high lunge. Breathing deep. Awesome. And exhale, fingertips come down. We find our low lunge. Planting the left palm, right fingertips reach up and overhead. Big open twist. And we plant the right palm, step the foot back. Lift the hips back up to downward facing dog. And slow, steady stroll up to the top of the mat. We meet in forward fold. Letting the head go, letting the neck go. Maybe we clasp opposite elbows again. Rock a little side to side. Slowly unraveling and rolling it up to stand. Inhale, fingertips come up and overhead. And exhale, we float it down. Next inhale, we halfway lift, creating length. And exhale, float it down. Plant the palms, step one foot back, then the other for our plank pose. Last call for vinyasa. Take it or leave it. Maybe we made an extended child's pose. Then on your next exhale, lower down to the belly. Looping the shoulders, tucking the chin. Inhale for Cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes back and hips back and up to downward facing dog. Take a long, deep, cleansing brush breath in. And exhale, we come down to the knees. Bring the knees as wide as your yoga mat, toes to touch. Send the hips back. So if you were in extended child's pose earlier, this is where we're meeting you now. Forehead to kiss the earth. Awesome work, you guys. Rolling it on up. We're coming into the cool down phase of our practice. So now come forward, planting the palms. Bring the knees back in. We're going to bring the right knee in towards center. And then go ahead and lift your left knee up and take it around. We're going to find our Gomukhasa, cow legs. And sending the hips on back. I like coming into the shape from all fours. It helps me quite a bit. So you can be here, folding inward. Maybe you want to roll it up. We could even do a little bind behind your back. Maybe opposite arm on top and behind. Opening the chest, opening the neck. Breathing deep. Notice where your mind may have gone. See if we can bring it back to the breath. Awesome. Okay. Coming through, rolling forward, back onto the palms. Unravel. You can take a cat-cow in between if you like. Dropping the belly, opening the chest. Rounding, tucking the chin, rounding through for your cat. Now back to all fours. This time left knee is going to come up into center, right knee is going to wrap right around it. Keeping energy in the toes, guys, just a little active wiggle. Keep everything nice and safe. And send the hips back. And find your Gomukhasa, cow legs on the other side. Notice how this side may be very different from the right side. Just keep sending all the breath to the hips. Think about actually, imagine your inhale coming through, down your midline, sending air, sending the breath to the places that need it. Maybe you take the bind again right behind your back. Maybe we're folding forward. And I tip my hat to you for showing up today and doing the work. Awesome. Okay, coming out of that, rolling forward, planting the palms, unravel. Now we can just come to sit on the mat. Bring the legs out long in front of you. And so actively anchoring down through the thigh bones, keeping energy in the toes. Take a big deep breath in, pressing into those sit bones. And exhale, we'll take the fingertips behind the ears. Inhale, sends the fingertips up and overhead. Micro bend in the knees as we go up and over. Nice seated forward fold. Breathing deep. Let the head go, letting the neck go. Sorry about my phone, you'll have to excuse that. Going inward. Letting the head go, letting the neck go. Feel that long, long low back. Think about all four sides of the torso expanding on your inhales. Awesome work. Exhale, roll it up. Going to stay seated, but bring the feet as wide as the yoga mat. Bring the hands, sort of hold you up just a little bit behind you. We're going to just do kind of a windshield wiper zigzagging motion with the legs one way and the other. Should feel really good. Maybe you've scooted down so much that you're nearly coming onto your back. Or come to lie on your back. Soles of the feet are going to come together, knees out wide. Just take a rest, a little breather in your reclined butterfly position. Right hand can come to the belly, left hand comes to the heart. And just breathe. So hopefully you've kept the theme in mind throughout the practice of taking action and doing the work. We definitely did the work physically in our energetic body, but what about your other energetic bodies, spiritually? How can we do the work spiritually? Well, we can connect to our deeper sense of self, finding our intuition and listening and following that guidance. Sometimes taking action might mean new things arise. And that can be tricky. It's exciting, but it could also leave you feeling a little bit vulnerable. But just trust in yourself, trust in the process of yoga, the process of life. And try to enjoy the journey. Ride the wave. And that's doing the work. And I think that once the work has gotten started and the momentum is built, maybe we can find that it's not so hard to do the work, and maybe we find that that vulnerability isn't so bad. Maybe it lessens the likelihood of us feeling vulnerable. An extended Savasana is in the books for you for today. You can go ahead and just spread the legs out long, spread the arms, tucking the shoulder blades up and underneath your heart space. Closing the eyes, letting all the nutrients of the awesome practice we just did soaking into our little bodies. Or if it's an extended Savasana is not in your books and you've got a boogie, you can hug the knees up into the chest and then bring the hands to the backs of the thighs. And we're just going to rock up and down a couple times along the length of the spine. Get a nice little massage. Maybe rock forward so much that you can come to meet me in a seated position. Head above heart, heart above pelvis. Thank you guys so much for joining me at this practice today for the full-length Karma Yoga. I hope to see you next time. You can repeat this process and practice regularly, and just hopefully taking action has resonated with you in a positive way. Right, Anjali Mudra at the heart. Take a big deep breath in. On the exhale, we bow. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a great one, y'all.